They mistook your youthfulness for naivety, and tried to love you with half a heart. They saw your light and thought they could outrun their own darkness by touching it. They confused your innocence for ignorance, not realizing you knew more pain than they ever survived. They played with the mirror of you, never understanding you were the ocean. They loved your glow, but abandoned the fire that kept it alive. They thought your softness was an invitation to wound, not knowing it was sacred armor. They handled you like glass, unaware you were ancient stone wrapped in a borrowed sun. They fell in love with your laughter, but ran from the sorrow it barely concealed. They worshipped the surface, and never earned the temple of your soul. They tried to possess you like something young and fragile, forgetting you were timeless and untamed. They thought your beauty was the offering, they missed that your survival was the miracle. They underestimated the wars your smile had already won. They mistook your shimmer for simplicity, and lost their way in your depth. They touched your hand and thought they understood your heart, they did not. They loved the parts of you that made them feel young, not the parts that made you eternal. They mistook the gentle in you for weakness, they will regret that. They tried to read your soul like a diary, not knowing it was scripture. They fell for the surface glow, but never asked about the storms that forged it. They praised your youth, but could not stand the wisdom staring back at them. They adored the bloom, but feared the roots that went too deep for them to reach. They held your laughter but abandoned your silence. They thought they could outgrow you, not knowing you were centuries older than their bravado. They danced with your beauty and stumbled over your soul. They flirted with the light and ran from the sacred darkness that made it. They mistook you for a beginning, when you were the culmination of lifetimes. They tried to mold you into something smaller, you became something holy instead. They touched your youth, but your ancient soul burned their cowardice away. They wanted the easy parts of you, but love demands everything or nothing. They kissed the crown and feared the thorns. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They loved your reflection and fled from your reality. They mistook the beauty of you as a gift for them, instead of a burden you bore. They grazed your light, but you needed someone who could bleed for your storms. They touched your youth and woke the ancient sorrow you carry in your bones. They came for your youth, but it was your ageless, aching soul that demanded to be met.